Jolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today I need to talk about the wave defenses again, and I want to bring you some help with some wave defense tactics for beginners, because whenever I join a random one, and you know where they are, if you're Ops 30 plus, you will probably have seen them. Oh, the graphic is somewhat not what it was yesterday, but in these systems, which are the lower systems, you will fight if you are in the lower levels, and that means 30 plus. That's lower levels for wave defenses. But when I go there, I see a lot of chaos. If I just join one of those, and there's one plus, I could now just join, there probably will be some very chaotic wave defense, and we will not do many waves there. But if you want to do your daily battle pass for the wave defense, for example, you need a more coordinated approach. In the best case, that's what we often try to do, is do it just with your alliance. So get 5 people from your alliance together and coordinate the whole thing. You will need to coordinate the joining of the wave defense as well, so that you jump in on the same all at the same time, so that nobody from another alliance jumps in. If you can't do it with your alliance, try to talk to the people from other alliances that want to join in with you and try to coordinate. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to give you a simple tactic you can coordinate that will at least make it possible for you to get the 3 waves that you need for finishing the battle pass in just one wave defense, even if you are in the 30s or the low 40s. And for those, this video is intended. What you see now on the screen, I put in some charts here. I try to put up the system, so to speak. The first part is the outer ring. That's where the enemies come in, the hostiles come in, and where you need to park your ships. You will see that later. You are 5 people in a wave, and don't start it before it's 5. You know that the one that click defend and not join in the beginning is the one who can early start when all 5 are there and all 5 are ready. So you don't have to wait the full time. That's a good thing that Scopely invented there. But wait until everyone is in position. One of the 5, usually we use our weakest member, or the one that has the most difficulties with crashing iOS versions of the game. And believe me, in the wave defense and even outside wave defense, it is a big issue at the moment. If you would see my iPad and screenshots and not the graphic at the moment, it's crashing like hell, and I always have to switch to my desktop to do the waves. So those people we put in the middle with just 2 warships. And then we just sliced the system into 4 slices. You know that there are special hostiles coming in, and that there are hostiles coming from every direction. So we switch now to the first slice. And that is the one where we put a Franklin and a warship. From 12 to 1 o'clock, there will be swarms coming in the first and the second wave. And from 2:30 to 3 o'clock, there will be hostiles coming in. And that is how we set up the first cake slice, so to speak. On the second one, we have a warship and a Vida Tallius, or only a Vida if you have no Tallius yet. And that is because he can help with the hostiles coming from 3 and 6 o'clock with the warship, and there will be Borg probes coming in this slice in the first 2 waves. And then the next wave with from 6 to 9 o'clock, there we have a warship and a mantis. That's because from 6 to 7 o'clock there are hostiles coming in, faction hostiles, and on 9 o'clock action hostiles are coming in, where you need the mantis. And they come there in the first 2 waves. About third wave I will talk in a second when we have all slices. And on the last one, we just put 2 warships, because there will be waves of warships coming in from there, but in the beginning, no special hostiles. That is the setup that will help you probably get to through three waves, even if you only have level people in the 30s levels or in the early 40s levels. The first two waves, you just work exactly like it is here on the screen. When the third wave comes, there the special hostiles will shift. And that's why it's very important that you always zoom in that far that you can see the ship instead of the triangle you see when you zoom out. You need to be able to identify the ship so that you don't accidentally attack one of the special hostiles, swarms, Borg, or Actians with your normal warship if you're too weak for that. Sometimes I can attack the Actians in the first wave if there's no Mantis, if I join a random one with my Corinar, but that is not the case on the levels, especially I'm talking about at the moment, that are suffering the most in these waves. So the first two waves, exactly like it's here on the screen. In the third waves, the swarms will come from about 10 o'clock. So the Franklin will have to switch there, but the warship stays in that slice. One warship of the players always stays in that slice. Never leave it. With one exception, you can go a little bit lower or a little bit to the side, but never open that sector. Because what I see a lot when I play with random players, they start in a certain position and then right after the whole thing started, they just fly to a completely different part of the map and whole waves of hostiles come in at the position where they were and no one is fighting them. That is why it's important that you keep your warships, one warship per quarter slice in there. You can help each other a bit out and whatever in this range, but they have to stay there. And only the special ships, that means the Franklin, the Mantis, and the Talus or the Vidar, move there where the special hostiles will be from the third wave. As I said, the swarms will change to about 10 o'clock. The Actians will, I guess, change to 3 or 6 o'clock. I don't know. I'm mixing up wave 3 and 4 a bit. But they will come from 3 and 6 o'clock. The Borg and the Actians will change their positions too, and not only the swarms. But the warships need to stay in their slices. And the one in the middle also needs to have an eye out for so-called ORI survey ships. I mean, it's ORI, but I would write ORI that way. And so we are back to Stargate here. But I don't know if they intended that. But it always reminds me of Stargate and the ORI, although the Ark of Truth has been opened already. Nevertheless, the one in the center has to pick them away. They are weak, but they are fast and they do a lot of damage to the base that you are protecting. And so the one in the middle has to be there to take out those ORI hostiles from the second wave and the third wave, and any slip-through faction hostiles. Usually it's a weaker one, so we will not be able with two warships to pick out any breakthrough swarms, Actians or Borg. Just let them hit the station. But the faction hostiles that might slip through because it's very busy, those are the ones you can attack. And with this, you will be able to get close or even do 3 waves. When I do this with my alliance, I have one partner that has done a lot of waves with me already, so we don't even have to talk about what we are doing. But we can take kind of whoever from our alliance with us, because of the coordination we did from the start, that we usually reach 4th wave and beat 4th wave. And we are talking about people in the 30s and early 40s levels. I'm level 47, but that is not that important here because I'm not 50 plus or something with the major big ships for the bigger systems that are also there. But we usually always finish the 4th wave. And so if you can coordinate, you can do this. And I can show you one thing again. I said there's a lot of chaotic stuff going on. If we go to the wave defense events at the moment, and we haven't had time to do anything since last time, there's an SLB. Last night early we ended, but nevertheless we are in the top 3 again, Double and me, and Double is the one that I'm doing a lot of wave defenses with, and we are well coordinated, and we can take everybody else from our alliance with us. We did that regularly with people that are crashing like hell because they only have an iPad and no desktop, and we just get them through. That's what an alliance is for. We, as I said yesterday, we don't just print the word teamwork on a t-shirt and that's it. No, we do teamwork, and so we get our people that have these issues with a crashing game at the moment. We can pull them through by sticking to this strategy or tactics that I've shown you here in this video. And we haven't done any waves today yet, so you can believe me, when we later have the chance to do some again, Double and me will be in the first 2 places. Last time in this event we ended up on 1st and 2nd. Double was 1st, I was 2nd, and this time we will see if it's this way around or that way around. We will see who has time and who hasn't. So this is how you can do it. I just need to hope that none of those behind us in that ranking have seen that video before the end of that SLB. Otherwise, Double, we are in trouble. But nevertheless, I wanted to do that video because I saw how people struggle. I joined some random waves yesterday, and it drove me crazy because people were even interfering. If you get in the way of other players and stop them from doing that, they will lose time, and ships will break through to the base, and you cannot do that many waves. And so that is completely... If you ever have to jump in to help another one because the wave is too big or he's having connection issues, whatever, then attack the back of the wave so you don't attack the one he's just going for, and then he stops, he has to retarget, and that all takes time. And the worst thing I always have when I play with people from other alliances just randomly, they always get in my way. They stop my ship, and suddenly ships from waves get through to the station that never would have gone through if I was alone at that position. And the same goes, it has nothing to do with the power of my ship. It just has to do with the time that's missing, because I was stopped in approach, had to retarget, and that all takes time. And if there's one thing you don't have in those waves, that's time. So I hope I could be of a little bit of help for you here. I hope you can do some successful waves in this. Of course, those players 60 plus and something will not be very interested in these tactics, because they have completely different approaches at the moment, I guess. But for these lower systems, for the lower level players, and at this time I don't mean the ones who just started playing, they cannot take part yet, but you will reach that point and might need that video then when you reach level 30. But for those players in the 30s and the early 40s, this video hopefully is a help that you can do your wave defense event, for example, in one turn. We always do that. We take some of our people with us and then make sure they get the event in one turn, even if their system crashes and they cannot kill a single enemy in there, but they will get enough points for 3 waves. And that's what you can do with this system. Double and I do it a little bit differently, but that's because he's in 2 places at the same time to pick off stuff. But that's the basic one you should think about if you have 5 players that can move. And no, it's not there anymore, I put it away. But what you've seen in the video earlier is what I suggest that you try in a coordinated attempt. And if you did that, please let me know if it worked for you as well. It works very good for us. And I'm hoping that it works for you well too. But please let me know if you tried it and if it's working. And of course, higher level players will have different approaches to this. But I guess that for the lower level players, this will be a good approach to get a coordinated one with less chaos. And in the end, I hope that some from my server will see it too, because all the chaos I saw yesterday is something I don't want to see again. That's why after that, I did 3 random, and after that I only did Cardassian Union only waves, because I got completely fed up with all the interruptions and stuff. But as I said, let me know what your experience will be, and the next video is already in the end screen, and I'll see you there. I'll be back.